Peace, y'all. Good Saturday, October the 12th, campaign trail. You see the title. Obama goes in on black men who don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. Man, I seen this title for the last day or two, couple of days, but I ain't really into the politics one way or the other. But I just decided, it's Saturday, ain't really doing nothing. Let me just react to it in real time, live. I haven't watched it. I watched a few minutes of it, but I ain't watched it. But based on what I'm seeing other people talking about, I definitely wanted to react to it live. I don't know, y'all might have saw this already, but let's get into it and campaign trail it.
I'm going to go ahead and just speak some truths, if you don't mind. Because my understanding.
I see right there, that's in Pennsylvania. So I think that's the same city that Trump deletion attempt took place, the original one, right? Ain't that true? So I guess he was following up behind that with this, and I see black voters in the back. So it looks in particularly black male voters, black male voters, black voters. So we see that backdrop.
Based on reports I'm getting from campaigns and communities, is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
Yeah. He said with the brothers. Did he just change his slang? He said that seemed to be more pronounced with the brothers. Oh Lord.
Seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
That's already cringe. That's already violations, Obama with the brothers.
So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly.
Oh Lord. Did he say you don't mind? He said mind. And y'all, I'm gonna speak to y'all for a second. So not you guys, not you all, not you brothers. We just gonna go Ebonics. So you have to speak Ebonics now to the brothers.
And say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who
somebody he's stretching his vowel sounds now like Martin Luther King Jr.
grew up like you, knows you.
Grew up like you. Is he talking about himself? He's saying he grew up like us, or he's saying Kamala Harris grew up like us?
Went to college with you.
With you. He said with you. Damn. Gina.
Understands the struggles and pain and joy that.
First of all, if you're going to college, that's already a whole different class that ain't really going through the same struggles. If you're going to college, if you got enough money to go to college, you know what I mean? I don't know if you're going on a scholarship or your parents got enough money to go to college. That already ain't the average struggle of the black brothers. If that's who you're talking to, the brothers.
Comes from those experiences.
Hold on.
Struggles and grew up like you, knows you. Went to college with you.
With you.
Understands the struggles and pain and joy that.
If she understood all them struggles, why she didn't choose a black man as a husband? If she understands and is all sympathetic and all with our struggle, why you didn't marry a man from that struggle? But you want black men, struggle men votes for you and your Imhoff husband.
Comes from those experiences. Because they had to work harder and do more and overcome.
She got to work harder than who? I thought he was talking about himself. He talking about Kamala Harris had to work harder than who? Than the brothers that you talking to? Oh, man.
And achieves the second highest office in the land.
No, he is talking about her.
And is putting forward concrete proposals to directly address the things that are vital in our neighborhoods and our communities.
Proposals to address, not policies to actually implement and deal with. Proposals to address. If I address something, that just means I'm talking about it. It's just like we're gonna address reparations. That don't mean we're gonna do nothing about it. That don't mean we're gonna give nobody no reparations. We're gonna just study it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna propose to talk about it. See, this is cold game right here. And dude speaking like he an authority. You know what I'm saying? E.F. Hutton, like everybody gotta listen.
From housing to making sure that our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents can afford medicine.
Medicine. Why won't we get educated? Meaning, why won't we get the actual information about holistic, naturopathic healing and cures? Why do we need to afford medicine from the pharmaceutical industry?
Making sure that we are dealing with prices that are too high and rents that are too high.
We're dealing with prices that are too high. Like dealing with like what? What are the policies? What are the policies that Harris and yourself, since you speaking for her, that she's promising or enacting, or the plans? Like, what exactly is it gonna? Are you doing for the brothers that's dealing with these high prices?
And are committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act. So everybody's got help.
Affordable. That was real fast, talking like a used car salesman. Like you just slipped that in, like the side effects for this particular medication that they be having, may cause diarrhea and death. And like what?
Cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person.
Oh, you're talking about Trump has consistently disregarded us. But the black president, the first black president that spent 8 years in office, didn't disregard us. Did you ever mention reparations once? Did you ever mention anything for the brothers that you chastising verbally right now once in 8 years? Did you put any policies in place? Did you even speak up for us like you speaking up for Harris right now when you was in the seat of the presidency? Let me hear that again. Boy.
On the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person.
Disregard. Boy, them rainbow community show got took care of. Israel show got took care of during your 8 years. Them war efforts show got took care of. Rest in peace, Muammar Gaddafi in Libya show got took care of in the worst way. That is incredible.
And you're thinking about sitting down? But, you know, Cousin Pookie might be.
Cause what? What did he say? Dude acting like he really regular. Damn, boy. You know who to have around you. You know how you ain't gonna have no t-shirt guys around you. Oh Lord.
But, you know, Cousin Pookie might be.
Said Pookie?
And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that. Because part of it makes me think, I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
Oh, this ninja right here. Oh, this ninja right here. You didn't just play the race card, you played the gender card. You played the gender card, and you know you being filmed talking to black male descendants of slaves of America. And you tried to hit us with some misogyny type accusation, low-key misogyny.
Part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
Just ain't feeling, oh Lord. See how they, oh man, that's crazy. So yeah, I ain't never seen this. I'm seeing it right now while y'all probably seen this already. This dude acting like he's the authority. He's the Don Corleone of the black male community. You ain't from our experience. The woman that you're promoting is not from our experience. And you verbally chastising us. Man, that's cold business right there. That's cold business. And you talking strong, like you talking like you know, like you checking them. Like you checking them. Like we can't vote for whoever the hell we want to vote for whatever reason we want to vote for. This will make me vote for Trump. I never voted in my life. I'm not voting. I'm just saying just to spike this goofiness right here. I would get vocal and get verbal because, you know, both candidates is going to take the country to hell. But just the fact that you're going to get out here like Mr. Big Stuff when you ain't did a damn thing for our people as you claim to be one of us. Boy, soy boy. You soy boy, you better not be on none of them Diddy tapes. You better not be on none of them Diddy tapes.
And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And I think anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking to in your house, in your family, at church, who is coming with that kind of attitude, I think you have to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time.
Getting our backs. Attitude. What is this dude talking about, man? What is all this feelings, emotional stuff? This how you know he pandering. This how you know they got a psychological profile on our women. That they're pushing that our women's emotions is supposed to be our law. That's part of the snake business right there. This is part of the snake that got up next to Eve and started whispering, you know, into her desires, into her feelings. And now, unfortunately, so many of our single black women that raised us males with that's under that same law of their feelings is the law. And you got clowns like this. The only reason I even personally, only reason I even kind of rock with dude right here is because of Michelle Obama. I seen that he had chose a real descendant of slave black wife, you know what I'm saying, from Chicago, from the real bricks. So I gave him a benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? But since then, we all see in hindsight, 8 years and more now, that our sister got flipped. She's flipped. You know what I'm saying? She had to ride with her lame. You know, you going a woman, a wife is naturally going to take on the, you know, she going to reflect whatever the man that she chose is if she stay with him long enough. So whatever he is, she's just going to be a reflection of that. So if he a lame, then she going to become a lame. But you getting into feelings talking about, you know, dudes got attitude. We got attitudes against women for president because we don't want to vote for somebody that locked us up for 20, 30 years. Like, what are you talking about? I got an attitude against who she chose as a husband. How about that? Before we even get into any of her policies and her career as a district attorney or a DA or attorney general, whatever she was in California, where I'm from. Let's talk about our attitude with that first. Why we got attitude probably with that if we're gonna be talking about feelings and attitude. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here is something special. I see why they selected you.
They've been raising us and working and having our backs. And when we get in trouble, when the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting.
Marching and protesting? What are you talking about? You talking about politics, bro? We talking about living as descendants of slaves. You know what I'm saying? With a real enemy. What are you talking about? Marching and protesting? That ain't the struggle. that ain't the black struggle.
And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you?
Okay, what exactly did Biden do? The dude that you chose for your vice president for 8 years, what was his history of doing to us black males? What was Kamala Harris's history of doing to black males? What was your history once you became the president? Like, boy, these characters here, man, these characters is something. And we falling for it, right? My president is black. My president is black. My president is black.
Because you think that's a sign of strength? Because that's what being a man is? Putting women down?
Putting women down. Did the woman that you promoting on us, did she put us down? What did Joe Biden do? Didn't Joe Biden do, man, you picked for vice president? Ain't he the one that crafted the crime bill and called us, the same brothers you talking to, super predators? And I don't want them on the streets with my mother and knock my mother and my sister on the head. And I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask, you know, why they're like this. They must be taken off the streets. Like, this is the dude you chose for your vice president and whatever. What was Hillary? She was the chief of staff or something. Like, Biden and Hillary is who you chose to go delete your African brother Gaddafi and destroy Libya when Libya was the shining star, the jewel of Africa that was the vanguard in doing the African Union, who was trying to put the wealth of Libya, not just $1 billion, but the whole wealth of Libya behind the black man of North America by way of Minister Farrakhan. Who blocked that? Who stopped that? And who went and deleted him? My president is black, right? With my vice president and chief and whatever Hillary was. Boy, this is rich.
That's not acceptable.
Not acceptable. Daddy said that ain't acceptable. You heard it. The boss, Don Corleone, said that's not acceptable. So what's gonna happen? What you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Gonna tell us what's not acceptable. Oh man. Hey, campaign trail live. This is my first time seeing this. Y'all probably seen it or heard it already. This is my first time seeing it, so we reacting to it live together.
That's not it. This shouldn't even be a question.
What happened?
I'm going to go ahead and just speak some truths, if you don't mind. Because
Is that the end of it?
they've been raising us and working.
Oh, no, that wasn't the end of it.
Facts. And when we get in trouble, when the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody
We can't even think.
who has a history of denigrating you?
We can't even think. We can't even think with our own black man minds, apparently. We can't think about the actual history, the past 8 years of what you did and didn't do for us. We can't think about the last 40 years about what Biden, who is still the president, right? Ain't he still Weekend and Bernie president right now? Why we ain't bringing him up? We can't even think. This dude special right here.
Because you think that's a sign of strength? Because that's what being a man is? Putting women down? That's not acceptable. That's not, this shouldn't even be a question.
That's not acceptable. This shouldn't even be a question. Wow. This is the boss. This your boss right here. It's y'all boss. Man. Okay. That's deep. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not into politics, but I'm not sure what Trump did against black people that, every president or any president before him didn't do worse. What did Trump actually do? I'm not for Trump. I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not for Harris. I never voted in my life and I never plan to, but whoever they forcing down our people's throat, I have to address it. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I got to push back against this clown and Harris is because they're forcing that on our people, just like Christianity was forced on our people. I'm a Muslim. I'm a member of the Nation of Islam, but the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan always teach out of the Bible. They teach from the Bible. If y'all Muslims, why y'all teaching from the Bible? Because that is the thing that was forced on us. That's the language that our people speak. So since that's what's forced on us, we got to learn the Bible better than the Christian pastors, better than the Pope. We got to damn near be Jesus Christ like ourselves and learn the Bible so good that we can show you how you being deceived in it. So that's why we have to deal with this Democratic or Biden or Harris or whatever. It's not because we love Trump. It's because you're using this to deceive us. You're using this to destroy us. So we got to expose this. If Trump they was using Trump, we would do this Trump the same way, but they're using these people. So that's what we doing. That's what I'm anti this BS right here. So if you really want to put stuff on the scale and see which president, we got both presidencies, we got all three presidencies in hindsight right now. We got Obama 8 years in hindsight. We can look back on, see what he did and when he didn't do. We got Trump's 4 years. We can see what he did and he didn't do to us, the brothers, the brothers, y'all, with y'all. And we got Biden and Kamala Harris down there 4 years. We all got 2020 hindsight vision. So this goofball gonna tell us our eyes and our ears and our brains didn't see and hear and know exactly what we saw and hear and know. They did better for us. Trump did worse to us than they did. Is that what you're saying? with such authority and loud, like you being filmed. So you chastise and you the father that these black voting brothers never had, and this is where you supposed to get at him. Do you got sons, nigga? Where your daughters at? Where your daughters is probably twerking, smoking cigarettes, and getting flipped at some college frats, white boy parties or something, right? Did you raise some black sons? Boy, this dude got a whole he got a pair. He got a big pair of you know, Planters peanuts, that's for sure. Man. Yeah, but you see, he going in. What gives him the audacity? Like didn't he write a book, The Audacity of Hope? The audacity of trying to check black men about who the hell we can vote for and who we can't vote for, what's acceptable and what ain't. What you gonna do about it? Goofy. If we do vote for Trump, what you gonna do about it? It's not acceptable. So what you gonna do? Because you damn sure didn't do nothing for us. I believe you probably would put something together to do something against us. Because we seen that for 8 years. So but we survived that despite you not doing nothing for us. Man, this guy here. Yeah, man. Let me see. I want y'all to hop on here with me, man. If y'all seen this before, give me y'all's thoughts real quick because we live. This is not, you know, pre-recorded. We live right now. So, man, let me know what y'all think. If anybody want to hop on here with me real quick. If you seen this before, because I just now seen this. This is incredible. Like old girl is not married. You know, I say old girl since we talking slang. Old girl Harris that you promoting is not married to a black man. Not married to a black. Not only is she not married to a black man, she's married to a man from the ethnicity that is the most controversial right now. Let me see if I can find something. It's a little clip. Oh yeah, I got it. Okay, it's like a little screenshot that I did a while back, but I'm gonna still put it up here and quote this regarding Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff. It's my wife. I had to put my wife on hold for y'all. Hold on 1 second. Peace. I'm on live, baby. What you need? What you need? Oh no, I ain't going. I'm chilling. All right, peace. Peace. Yeah, man, gonna get me in trouble. But anyway, check this out. This is something I wrote. There was absolutely no conspiracy by our people to cooperate with, participate in, or benefit from the Jewish Holocaust in Germany. Now let's see and hear if the people of that particular community can make and prove the same claim of innocence regarding their involvement in the transatlantic black slave trade. There was absolutely no conspiracy by us, no involvement. Do y'all know of any of us that was involved in the Jewish Holocaust and putting, you know, our Jewish human brothers through what they went through under Hitler? Did we have any involvement in that whatsoever? Versus, have any members of that community had any involvement in being architects of the transatlantic slave trade? Right? Since we talking about who has done what for who. All right. Did that make sense? Do I got the right to ask that, or I can't think about that neither? That's unacceptable for me to ask that question. Is that unacceptable, Mr. Obama? Yeah. So, you know, it don't matter to me who is the president. America is falling. Babylon the Great is falling. It's falling. It's become the habitation of devils. You know, it's the end. I don't care who the president is. That's why you know, it's hard to understand and hard for me to believe how my people are still believing in this and getting so emotional and emotionally vested in who the president is going. Like that's incredible. We find new creative ways every year to waste our life, to waste our life, waste our time. Why would we care? Why should we care? We know that this is Vegas. We know that this is fixed. We know that this is lotto, you know, rigged. Why would we care? Because you know all these other communities, they don't care. The Koreatown or Chinatown or whatever, they don't care. They don't care who the president is because they so tight knit. They got their own banks, they got their own schools, their own hospitals, they got their own little economy. They keep their dollars circulating in their own communities, no matter who the president is. We don't. We still begging and trying to get in and fit in and vote in and integrate. And you know what I'm saying? It's just disgusting. So he reminds me of us. The reason why he could even be there talking like that is because we weak AF. We weak as F. Yeah. And we deserve what we get. We deserve dudes like this. We deserve dudes like this to verbally chastise us. We deserve them to use a platform after they didn't suck the blood of, you know, people that wanted to see a black man president didn't do nothing for us, then gonna come around 8 years later and some change and talk to us like this because we won't vote for somebody that married a Jewish dual citizen. He wanted to say we tripping, we got an attitude because we don't want to vote for a woman. No, we would actually be voting for her Jewish husband because he's her natural authority. He's her head. You know what I'm saying? Reason why I voted for you, you know, or I would have voted for you is because you had a black wife, Michelle Obama. So if I'm gonna use that same standard and gave you a benefit of the doubt for that, I'm gonna use that same standard regarding Kamala Harris or anybody else. Trump, on the other hand, keeping it all the way natural. He keeping it all the way 1,000. He's white, his wife white. He knows white America was white. You know what I'm saying? Make America great. He's standing on actual facts. He's not deceiving us. You know what I'm saying? You know, the truth hurts. He's telling us the truth, or he's showing us the truth about what he is. We know who his enemies are. We know who George Soros and the mainstream media and the IRS and the FBI, the DOJ, you know what I'm saying? We already know his deep state enemies, and he might be controlled opposition. He might be whatever. He might flip at the end. Who knows? Who cares? But I'm not going to let nobody talk to my people like this. Somebody gonna act like they one of us and then do nothing for us, 10% wickedly wise, you know what I'm saying, who sucked the blood of my people and deceived us and robbed us and used us as tools and slaves for your own personal agenda, your own personal gain. Nah, that time of being quiet is over. It's over, brothers, with you. Yeah. And you're gonna try to play the gender card, the gender race card. You're gonna try to promote her as black, one of us. She knows our struggle, but if we don't vote for him, we got an attitude because we got a problem with a woman president. Nah, I think a lot of people voted for Hillary when Trump was running. They just thought she was Mike Tyson. They thought she had it sold up. So they just threw in a little Buster Douglas. They threw Trump in there as a Buster Douglas, and he shook up the world and beat Hillary. Everybody thought Hillary was going to be the president. I thought she was for sure. I already knew the feminist play. I already knew the divine prophecy feminist play that started in the Garden of Eden and is going to end up in Revelations with the serpent and the woman. It's always about the woman. It started about the woman. It's going to end with the woman. The choice is which one of y'all gonna be the women that fall, and which one of y'all gonna be the women that rise and fight against the dragon. But it's the women, it's our women. All of this is to deceive our women because our women give birth to the male child that's gonna rule and take over them. That's gonna get rid of them. So we got to stop it before it even becomes a man. We got to stop these little warriors before they even become men. And the way we stop them is by pushing peas, Taraji. We get in them streets, Taraji, and Obama, and we push them peas. We push that rainbow so that them little warriors, them little them new rulers that's going to rule the nations with a rod of iron is never born. That's what we going to do. But too late. They already born. They already here. But man, I would love to hear y'all, hop on here. Like, I can't read the comments because I'm in seeing red mode. My eyes is flames of fire like the Jesus of your Bible, so I can't read no comments. But if y'all want to hop on here with me and say your piece, I'm definitely, open to let y'all express yourself. Other than that, I'll get off of here. I'll get out y'all way. Black Mud.
My brother.
How
you doing, man?
Man, what's your thoughts on this?
Peace. Hey,
Peace.
It just cracked me up how we just like take this he almost trying to take the minister position, like what? I don't even know which way to go with it, man. So many things that I could say, but he stand there like he speak for us, like he had a black mama, like he grew up, it's just
Right.
funny, man. It's funny, man. I just got a question, man. It's so many things that I could say, man, but I just got a question to maybe you. Not that I care, because I'm like you, man. I voted for this dude because he was black. That's the only person I ever voted for in my whole life. So I'm close to you. I've never even voted locally, except we're here where I live at in Ohio. We had a black mayor. I voted for him. So I voted for Obama.
Right.
And I'm almost the same age as you. I'm 53 years old. So I voted for this Jack Ford guy. He passed away, rest in peace. And I voted for Obama, both for the reasons because they was black, not because of their politics. But the question I want to ask you, like I said, not that I even care, but I'm just throwing it out there because I really haven't heard anybody bring this up. Why do you think Kamala, Chameleon, whatever her name is, I like to call her Chameleon like Eddie Griffin. He called her Comma Chameleon.
Right.
she come and go. That's what he said. Why do you think she didn't choose a black running mate, like maybe Cornel West or somebody like that?
You talking
about again? Not that I even care. I'm just throwing that sort of playing devil's advocate. If she was so black, why didn't she choose a black running mate then?
Why didn't she choose a black husband?
Why didn't she choose it? Exactly. Hey. I mean, exactly, bro. I hadn't really heard nobody address that. Of course, why. Of course, we know what's up with that. I'm just, like I said, I'm sort of playing devil's advocate here.
What you think, Akili?
I haven't heard nobody even address that. My bad.
Well, peace and blessings to you, brothers. Thanks for having me on the show. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to make sure my mic's messed up. But from what I've seen, from what I've researched, from what I've looked at, the reason I believe this, and if y'all want to shoot me down, that's fine, or correct me, that's fine. But I do believe that when it comes to the black power structure or the black dynamic, even it's the black family dynamic, right? I noticed that when it comes to people that are in elections, people are in office. A lot, not all, but a lot of them do tend to have the somewhat of a white spouse. You know what I mean? And I do think it's personally, a lot of them want to appease white America. You know what I mean? Because if you want to be honest, the system that we in was not designed for us. If anything, it was designed for our downfall. want to be honest, let's look at the history. Let's look at this is the slave aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Look at the education system and stuff like that. So to answer your question, brother, you know what I mean? If I'm not, well understood, forgive me, but I believe that it's to appease the white power structure. Does that make any
So
sense or
that's
no?
that's for the running mate, not for a spouse.
No. I'm saying no. I'm saying just. I mean both aspects. You know what I mean? Just to that. That's what I believe. Is what I'm saying.
So you believe that, and I'm not saying you're wrong or right, but you believe that a black man marrying a white woman is for the same reason that a black woman would marry a white man? Do you think it's for the same reasons? They both trying to please or appease the American white power structure?
Well, I'm saying the ones that are in those higher levels. You know what I mean? Those in those them government officials and stuff like that. The ones that are somewhat, you could say, brainwashed, if you want to call it that, or even self-hating, are addicted to appeasing the white power structure. Is what I'm saying. Does that make any sense or no?
I see what you're saying. Let me ask y'all a question real quick, and I get your answer first, Black Mud, and then you, Akili. Don't you believe, like Black Mud, you said that you originally voted for Obama because he was black, right? Isn't that racist?
Well, if you, I understand what the suffix "ist" means.
No, I'm talking about according to what we know
According to
that
what
word
we know,
means.
you could say that's racist, but you talking. I understand. It's you could say it's racist, but whenever somebody would ask me a question like that, specifically, one of those people
Yeah.
on my job or whatever, I would always rebuttal with a question like this. Well, I did vote for him because he was black, but are you not voting for him because he black? Which one is wrong, me or you? I would
Right.
always rebuttal like that. You understand what I'm saying? Did that come out right? I would
No, no,
always rebuttal.
that make
I
perfect
would
sense.
always rebuttal. Are you not voting for him because he black? Because if that's the case, then we both wrong. You know?
Well, yeah, but I don't care about them being wrong. They're already wrong to me. I don't want to be wrong, right? So
Of course.
I'm not gonna try to do what they do because they do it.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna vote for nobody because they black, because if you got that far, you probably more white in the mind than white people.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
of course. And I only said that because I said Obama was the only president I ever voted for.
I'm
And
saying?
whenever I would get confronted with the question, well, I hope you're not voting for him because he was black, because I didn't really know his politics. I hadn't heard nothing about Obama. I voted for him because he was black, and I was proud to say that. And that's the only reason I said that. I didn't do that or say that because they do it. I just said it sort of being sarcastic as a response.
Right.
But I voted for him because he was black, and I proudly said that. And anytime one of those would say, well, you voted for him just because he was black, I would say, yeah, with pride. And I said, did you not vote for him because he was black? I was being sarcastic, but I didn't care. I know they wrong, of course. Exactly what you said, Cam. Absolutely. But I was being like sarcastic,
Yeah.
you know. You know what I mean?
What you think, Akili? Your mic is muted.
Re-ask the
There you
question
go.
again.
No, I was saying, what did you think about that concept of we were just as racist if we only voting for somebody because they black? We either racist, ignorant racist, or we're ignorant to the real enemy and the real warfare, because if any one of us, any black person gets that high up to where they can even run for that office, they already bought and paid for it. They already officially working for the opposition.
Right. Um. Oh, I like that. I'll say more so ignorant, because I think that a lot of times, from what I've seen, even in my personal life, I believe that a lot of times, a lot of us look at the face value. You know what I mean? Look, oh well, he black, or that should be what it is. And even what's going on now with the whole Kamala situation, there's so much confusion about her real ethnicity. Indian is black, now she's Jamaican.
Yeah.
It's so much confusion. But to get
Mhm.
to that, I do think that it's mostly ignorance. You know what I mean? Because just because they got a face like mine or a face like ours, you know what I mean? We believe that, well, it's gonna be a difference. It's gonna be a change. It's gonna be a difference. Um, I do think that it's really more so ignorance. And the sad
So
part
it
about it
is
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 that
ignorance an excuse? Why should we be
no,
ignorant?
no, no, no. No. I don't think ignorance should be an excuse. In fact, even I think it's more so a downfall to us because there's so much information out there. There's so much research we can find. You know what I mean? There's so much
Mhm.
stuff out there. A lot of us choose. I ain't saying all of us, but a lot of us choose. Oh, what's going on with P Diddy? What's going on with all these celebrities? We it's like it seems like we research that more than we research politics. I'm not saying every single brother and sister is so focused on entertainment. But a lot of us is. It's like we more concerned with that than actually who's running the country. And that's really our downfall.
How did we get what made us to even get interested in politics all of a sudden? Would you agree that Obama was used to galvanize the black community to make us voters, even though our vote never benefited us? I'm talking about the presidential vote. Was black people ever into
Well,
voting or into emotionally into voting before Obama?
well, that's fair. I'll at least say this though. I'll at least say this. I'll say that. Well, I'm only 27, so the time Obama
Mhm.
was in president, I think I was in fifth grade or fourth grade. I'm not too sure.
Damn. Okay.
Right. So,
Hey, we some
but
OGs
at
for
that,
real, Cam.
right. But
Uh,
yeah, I was like in fifth grade or something, or sixth grade, something like that.
all right.
But kind of looking at as now and kind of doing my own research, I do notice that ever since a black face been put up there, I think it kind of piqued interest. Like, oh, okay, he looked like us. Let's see what he's talking about. You know what I mean? A lot of us
Mm.
kind of got tired of Bill. Who was it? Bill Clinton, the George. I said George Bush. Yeah, George W. Bush. A lot of us kind of got tired of that same face. I think when Obama came on scene, it kind of
Right.
piqued interest. Like, okay, it's a brother, so let me go ahead and support him no matter what. A lot of us just support him just because he looked like us. But when you actually look at what happened after, nothing really changed. You know what I mean? I felt like we
That's
got more so. To be honest, he more so supported the LG community than us.
Absolutely.
Cam. Can I say one thing based on what bro said? And I'm glad you I mean you really you showed Cam and I's age, but I'm glad you said that because it made me think of something else. That was I would say, and y'all can tell me what y'all think. I would say that was the best thing that came out of the Obama presidency, just the aesthetics. The fact that you were able to see a black man as president in this white world, in this white country, in the White House that we live in for 8 years, that might have did something for you psychologically that people before you and me and myself and Cam too, we never experienced nothing like that. We didn't, we the aesthetics, if you understand what I'm saying. I ain't real articulate, man. I went to public school. I
Yeah.
graduated, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But the aesthetics of our black kids, our black boys, seeing a black man in the White House, that was the best thing that came out of his presidency. And I do mean that wholeheartedly. So the fact that you 27 and I'm in my 50s and bro Cameron is in his 50s and it's two different generations, you saw a president for 8 years. We
Yeah.
never saw it. All we saw
We,
was white, 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 white.
yeah. So that makes that's I 1,000% agree. And then Akili was raised that being regular. That's regular to him now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, we can run the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so,
Right.
so they got a whole different mentality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though we know dude was a clown and he was hand selected as a puppet or whatever, but the way the youth seen that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, I can be anything. I can run this whole planet then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But last thing I'm gonna say, 'cause I'm about to go see my daughter right now. I'm outside right now, but I definitely wanted to
Right.
say that this is something that we really, really, really need to make sure our sisters understand. Because a lot of our sisters are really diving in. Well, Kamala Harris, she's a black woman. You see a couple of black platforms, and it's like,
Yeah.
come on, like ain't shit changed, sisters. Ain't nothing
Right.
different. It's the same routine. Just because she went on this platform. Like you really think, like if you really think about it, right? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all do your thing. If you really think about it, sisters, right? if you just look at first off the education system, that's one. If you look at two, when a lot of our sisters go missing and stuff like that, God, hope the Most High truly does find them. But when our sisters go missing, there's all these crime rates. Now, I'm not excusing the stuff that we do in our community. I'm not excusing that.
Right.
But what I will say is that if you look at all the what's being imported when it comes to the hair aspect, when it comes to that true beauty standard, that's
Yeah.
going to show that realistically they really don't care. Like our sisters, I hope they don't really fall for this again. They'd be like, come on, like it's not gonna make a difference. You know, what I mean, if I vote for, I ain't never voted. But whether I vote for Biden or Trump, or I'm sorry, Trump or Kamala, and maybe there may be some other running parties I'm not too sure of, but let's not be tricked again. It's the same thing. Like they just using a black face, and we just she's what? She's what? And then not even just that, she's even married to a Jewish white dude. So that should really
Yeah.
click into your head. You know what I mean? That should really click into your sister's head. So I'm gonna say
Man.
peace and blessings to you, brothers. You know what I mean? Thank you for having me on the show. Y'all have a
Man.
good one. All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on too, Cam.
Man, likewise, bro.
I got something else, man. It made me funny. Just one last thing. Obama in that video that you showed, because I had seen bits and pieces of it, but I watched it in the entirety that you had it in on your since you've been live. So he remind me of Fiddler.
Root. Yeah.
Don't you like it here, boy? It just remind me of a Fiddler character or the character Samuel Jackson played in Django. What that N-word doing on that nag,
Yeah, right.
in that video, he remind me of one of those characters, man. It's just
Man.
for him to assume that he's got some type of authority over brothers, like he a brother. It's just weird, man. I mean, I understand what day we live in, so it's really hard for me to talk, man, because a lot of my sentiments are just like yours. So I'm just really, a lot of my stuff is I'm playing devil's advocate. Like, why didn't she choose a black man if she was so black? That has showed us that if you really wanted black men in particular to think you was black, why come you ain't choose Cornel West or somebody like that was running, or just somebody black? Even Mexican, Chicano, something like that. But you chose another. You know what I'm saying, bro? You chose another one of them as your running mate.
Yeah, it's all to deceive. It's all to deceive our people. This whole charade, this whole game, the whole secret society, European secret societies of the earth, is all to deceive and keep us, the descendants of slaves in particular, the original people of this planet, the black people of this planet, keep us deceived to the knowledge of ourselves and to the knowledge of them, to the knowledge of who the real God and the real devil is, and to appeal to us emotionally. You know what I'm saying? We all got real just causes and real valid struggles, you know what I'm saying, that we deserve to have supported. And these Satans find out what these struggles is that we have, and they support them in a wicked way. They manipulate the natural righteous struggle and send it in the direction that they want it. So our sisters got a right, to have equality and voter power and equal pay and all of that. But you're going to have it at the expense of going to war with your own men. We got to turn you against your own men in order for you to get that. You know what I'm saying? And then if your men don't want to go along with their hand-picked woman candidate, then our black women is going to rebel against us. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that they doing some revolutionary, righteous struggle. They're going to rebel against us. And that's what these behavioral scientists do. That's how they use behavioral science and find the righteous struggles and the righteous desires and righteous, causes, and find a way, a little gray area to make us clash with each other in them things.
And man, whatever that scripture is, and I'm gonna paraphrase it. I'm sure you know what it is about. The devil came down with great vengeance because he only knew he had a certain time left. Yeah. Brother, I'll tell you something. We see that. I mean, he has come down with great vengeance.
Mm,
You know, I know everybody may not even believe that, but I'm saying I believe that.
right.
And what you can't deny is something or somebody has come down with great vengeance on us. You can call it
Absolutely.
the universe. I don't care what you call it. Something has
Yeah.
came down with great vengeance on us, man. And I'm just talking about us.
Yeah.
Of course, the world, of course, this country, but I'm talking about us specifically. So I'm with anybody that's trying to wipe this out for my grandkids and my kids can have a better world, man, because we may not live to see it. If anything, we'll live to see the beginning of the destruction, but we
Mm.
may not live to see the sun and the moon and the stars come back out again. You
Hey.
understand what I may not said it right, but I hope you
Yeah.
understand what I said, man.
Yeah. Well, man, like I say, you know what I'm saying? We always seeing eye to eye and we in this struggle
Oh, oh
until
yeah.
we die. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So either way, we here at this time, and my passion and my purpose is to make war with the beast. I don't know how to do nothing else. I don't really care about doing nothing else. I'm not here. Other people got other missions and causes that God brought them here for. I'm here to do what I'm doing, which is, you know, a wartime brother that makes war with the real enemy and focuses on the real enemy and reminds our people of who the real enemy is. You know, Malcolm X in the 60s and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, all that. We've been exposed, the Democrats and the liberals and the presidents. You know, this is not nothing new. How did our new generation fall asleep? How did they become ignorant about this all of a sudden? That's because some generation before them, and most likely, you know, we can prove, we can track it down. Unfortunately, it's the mothers, it's the single mothers that took the deal. They took the welfare deal. They took the WIC deal. They took the child support deal. They took, you know, certain deals from the government that had to do with this that would allow them to get, you know, more things. You know what I'm saying? So they unfortunately they sold out family for money. They sold out. I'm not saying all of them, but the ones that are disgruntled right now, because the ones that got husbands and got families, they know exactly what I'm talking about is the truth. But the majority of these boss chicks that these power, you know, you know, I'm a whatever, a lawyer, I'm a corporate this, or I'm in the politics. All if you see all this American politics now, the face of American politics is black women. Everybody that's trying to get rid of Trump, everybody that's trying to get rid of Diddy, that's trying to get rid of whoever, it's all black women. Why did they nominate the black women's image to put in front of, you know, to put their diabolical agenda behind? Why did they put Obama up there? Look what damage he did to Africa and to the black community with his face on there. He had Biden and Hillary behind him, you know what I'm saying? But he was the face. Look at the damage that they did. So now they're using him again, and now they're using them and him to push another so-called black woman face that's supposed to rule us for 4 years. Not on my watch. I mean, if she becomes a president, it's not going to be because our people wasn't warned. My job is just to be a warner, to get the blood off of my hands. I don't, whatever y'all do, whoever becomes a president, it ain't gonna be because you didn't know. It's not gonna be because you didn't know better.
bro, let me ask you a question, man. I mean, whenever you're ready for me to leave, you just, you know, I'm trying to take this opportunity because I told you I was a
Off of
fan
here
first.
in 2 minutes. I'm gonna get off of here at an hour. So you got a minute and a half. So you go
Okay, I
on,
just
man.
want to ask you a question then, man. You are particularly one of the reasons between you, Ice Cube, and Chuck D. Y'all brought me into the knowledge of myself through y'all music. I just want to tell you that as a fan, bro. So
Mm,
I really appreciate it. The fact that
mm,
I'm talking to you right now, it's like, boom, you understand, for me.
mm.
But I'm over the starstruckness, and I really want to ask you a question, man. How have you, because I'm a strong supporter of the minister, the nation. I went to the Million Family March, blase, blase, blase. I sort of went through the process, you know, wrote the letter, blase, blase, you know the whole process. And I didn't really go through the whole process, but I'm still a strong supporter. How have you and what how have you been able to stand so strong on your square, bruh? What do you got?
Farrakhan.
You got steroids? I mean, bro, you sound like you on
Farrakhan.
steroids, bro. And I don't mean,
Farrakhan.
I mean that figuratively.
Yeah, the answer is Farrakhan, Farrakhan, Farrakhan. So that is my savior. That is my sensei or master in martial arts. That's my example. That's my inspiration. Everything, as far as a man, being a man that I am, if you got any kind of respect for me, it's because of Farrakhan.
Straight
It's
up.
because of Farrakhan and because of my mother, may Allah be pleased, but she couldn't make me a man. She made me honest, but she couldn't make me no man. So any
Straight up.
manhood respect that you got is from Farrakhan. So you can
Straight up.
skip right over me and go straight to the source.
Bro, you almost answered that question verbatim the way I answer it. When somebody compliment me about anything, about my manhood or whatever, because I didn't see what a man was until I met. So I understand exactly what you mean. I almost answered that question verbatim, like that. Anything that you see that you value of me, if you think I'm wise or anything like that, I always point it back to the source, especially the people I know that's comfortable with that type of language.
Yeah.
I don't say it to everybody, but I'll refer it back to a source. But some people, I get real specific, like you just did when you said Minister Farrakhan.
Yeah.
I'll say something like when it's somebody that maybe not being, you know how some of our people are. They may be turned off by it. I'll say something like, well, I didn't make this up. Somebody told me.
Right.
I'll say something like that, so yeah, man, it's to me and this other brother that really brought me to me, bro, you are you a real one, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. You a real one, bro. I told you, you helped wake me up, man. Between you, your Abel, which I call Ice Cube. I don't know which one you consider yourself, Kane or Abel, but Ice Cube, my favorite rapper of all the rappers. So I grew up in all of that. So between you, Ice Cube, and Chuck D, man, thank y'all, brother. Thank y'all, especially you, because when I see Ice Cube, I see you, and it's not the other way around.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not the other way around, bro.
Man,
I appreciate you.
Man, appreciate you too, Black Mud. Blessings, bro.
Peace, man.
Peace. Oh man, so yeah, man. Like, subscribe. If y'all hit the like button. Subscribe to Digital Soapbox Network, Digital Soapbox Media. I'm gonna get back on here in a few minutes. I just got to check in with my family. This is post of my little girl birthday. Thank all of y'all that sent cash apps and well wishes and memes or whatever for my little daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, Mills. Man, she loved it. She said it was the best birthday ever. You know what I mean? So thanks to y'all. So I want to thank y'all. I'm gonna come back on here, and if y'all don't mind, go through, name by name for, people that, that donated or whatever. So thank y'all again, Campaign Trail, and we'll be back shortly. Peace.